Hey guys, my name is Erin. I'm here to talk to you today about sculpting with demi-color. So sculpting is basically the same thing as contouring. What you're going to be doing is accentuating the natural shadows that already exist on your face to define your features and really highlight what you want to highlight and bring the light and the focus towards your eyes. This is my demi palette right here. These are my sculpts right here in the center. As you can see, these are more of a neutral tone. So that is what we are going to be using today. So the first thing you're going to want to do before you even start applying any color to your face is you're just going to want to look at your face, look at your skin. Your skin has different colors running throughout all of it, and what you need to do is learn how to see those different colors within your complexion. And what we're going to want to do is choose a sculpt shade that is an opposite or complementary color to the color of your skin to create a neutral tone. As with everything with demi-color, we're going to want to use our color wheel right here. So a complementary color is a color that's across from the other color on the color wheel. So if I'm looking at my face, and for example, my cheeks right here are very green. Can be hard to spot, but once you learn to see color, it's very easy to spot it right away. It just takes a little bit of practice. But for me, I can tell that this area right here on my skin looks a little bit more lime green. So it's just very in this area. So what I'm going to do is go across the color wheel, and I'm going to want to use red in this area to create a neutral. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use myself as a demonstration to show you how I do my sculpting. So I'm going to start in the areas I would normally contour. I'm going to start with my cheek right here. As I said before, I have a lot of green right here under my cheekbone. So I'm going to reach for NR, which is neutral red sculpt. So I'm just going to take that and lightly apply that just where I see the green, just where I see that green, right under my cheekbone. Like that. The really cool thing about these demi sculpts is that they're sheer, and it really just acts as a wash of color that you're adding to the face, and it filters the color that you saw underneath. So now it's more of a neutral tone instead of that more sallow green that I had there. I'm going to actually go in with a little bit of NV+1, which is a darker violet sculpt shade. Because I really like to deepen the contour on my cheeks because I really like my cheekbones to pop. This is sort of an optional step, but I like to choose violet because violet is red with blue in it, right? And blue just creates more darkness, more shadow. So I'm going to take that just towards the back of my cheekbone to just really make that, look at that. Boom, cheekbone. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other cheek right here where I have just some green. But as you can see, like right here and right here, I have a lot more pink. So it's a little bit red. So I'm going to stop with my red right here. And I'm going to go for a different sculpt. I'm going to take NG, which is green, to go over those areas that are a little bit red today. And I think what I'm going to do is go into my NG+1, which is a neutral green sculpt, but it's just a little bit deeper with more darkness in it. And I'm going to just define my cheekbone a little bit more. Now, as you can see, I use different colored sculpts on either of my cheeks, but it all looks neutral, and that's what you want. So now we're going to address the forehead. So like I said, all along my hairline, I have this like pale green that I really like to match to the rest of my face. So I'm taking NR, which is the neutral red sculpt, going around my hairline here. Then this area of my forehead is more pinky, so I'm going to go back into my NG and put some green sculpt just along here. Now with demi-color, there really is no bronzer like with a lot of other types of makeup. You just use the neutral tones and you add them to create more depth and color. All right, now I'm going to spend some time sculpting my nose. I really love doing this. I really love contouring my nose and just really bringing out its natural shape. So I'm going to switch brushes and use a smaller one. This is my blur brush. And I'm going to take NR, the red sculpt, and I'm going to go on the sides of my nose in particular because I have some green. I don't know if you can see it right here. So I just like to neutralize some of that green shade. And already my nose looks so defined, right? Now for the bridge of my nose on the top, I'm going to use NG because you can see it's a little bit more pink on the bridge of my nose. So I'm going to switch colors and use some NG to just really define the shape of my nose. There, I have a subtle sculpt on my nose now, and then the last place I like to apply my sculpt is under my bottom lip, and I have a lot of green in my face, so as you can see, this whole area right here is very green. So I'm going to use my neutral red sculpt again, and I'm just gonna go underneath my bottom lip just to give my lips that more pouty, full look. And that's pretty much it. That's all I do. Then now I have my sculpt done. And then now I'm free to go in and start neutralizing distractions and brightening areas of my face to finish out my demi. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. Really what you just need to do in simplified terms is look at your face, see the colors of the areas you want to apply your sculpt, and then use the opposite color of sculpt shade from demi. And then that will create a neutral tone. And when you're done, you want it to look neutral. You don't want to see any vibrant colors in those areas. And then you're free to go ahead and do the rest of your face. Thanks, guys.